What is up, everybody? My name is Anthony, and for today's video, it's actually going to be kind of a funny one. We are going to be talking about self-awareness. Now, how is self-awareness funny? Well, it's funny when you lack it, okay? And up until like age 22, I think I was severely lacking self-awareness. And yeah, I mean, it's actually disgusting how I just didn't. Dude, I'm dumb. I was stupid. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. I think, like, as a kid, when I was growing up, I think my parents were pretty hard on me. And like I would get upset at stuff, but I didn't know why I was getting in trouble. Like I had no I only had like a sense of right and wrong because like I didn't want to like piss off my parents. But other than that, like I'd go to school, you know, I'd be normal. I might talk a little bit when the teacher's talking, and I definitely get like called out for it. And I think because I got called out so much for talking, because I literally wouldn't shut up, I was just always confused, because it was like, why am I getting in trouble for talking? Like, why am I getting like silenced? And obviously I didn't say it, like think it exactly like that, but like I'd be mad. I'd be like, dude, like let me talk. Like, why you get to talk all the time, teacher? Why can't I talk? And I think a lot of people around me, like all the kids around me, saw that I was getting in trouble a lot, and so they would just blame stuff on me, and the teacher would obviously believe them. Because I'm the guy who talks all the time. I don't quote unquote listen. I don't respect my teachers, whatever. And like I didn't understand it. Like I was the first kid tested into gifted in my grade. I just was super smart, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting all A's, I'm getting perfect grades on like everything, so why can't I talk? It didn't make sense. Like I don't know if I was like mentally putting myself above people, and I had like an ego for being like a 7-8-year-old, or if I just genuinely didn't understand social cues. But like, yeah, I had no idea I was doing anything wrong. And what's crazy is like, I would feel bad about things. Like I remember I was having really bad anxiety in 6th grade, and there was a test to go into the next math class. And I remember on the car ride there, I guess I like carpooled with people. I was really sick. I was like, felt like I was gonna throw up, and I had been feeling this like terrible like anxiety feeling for a while. And I wasn't able to focus on math or anything in school, and I think I got like my first B. And I remember going there, and I was so upset because I knew I wasn't gonna pass this test. And lo and behold, I don't, you know. And I remember I got like not made fun of by the teacher, but I got ridiculed because he was like, you were supposed to be like the smartest kid, and I had so much faith in you, and now you failed this and whatever. Like he was really hard on me. Had no idea what I was going through at home, and I think that kind of broke my like, I don't know, my understanding of myself almost even more than how broken it already was. Because I was like, how do you not like see what's going on? Like clearly there's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to admit it because I don't know what the repercussions of admitting this stuff is. And yeah, so that happened, and I just kind of got depressed. I feel like that's when like my depression started, when all my friends who like were obviously like as smart as me, they tested into the higher math class, and I didn't get into it. And after that, like I don't know, I thought people would recognize things and like almost kind of ask me questions or kind of save me from my mental state or whatever. And I'm obviously like 12, 13 at the time, so truly I don't really know what's going on with myself, and I'm hoping I can have like some sort of guidance. And I didn't really get it from my teachers. They were just very judgmental because they thought I was just trying to be a bad kid, but like that wasn't it. Like I was going through it. In terms of self-awareness, I was just like, dang, I don't really care what I do anymore, and I'm not even gonna think about it because it just doesn't matter. Like I wanted to do all this stuff, get in this math class, do all these cool things, and I can't because like I failed. So I'm just gonna like not try as hard, right? So then I'm in middle school, I'm doing my thing, whatever. My teacher in 7th grade has known me because his son played soccer with me. And he told me, he's like, you should not be here. You should be in like the highest class. Like, why are you back here? And I literally was scared to talk to him. I couldn't look him in the eyes. Like I was just confused because I'm like, you're right. Like, I don't know why I am here, but I couldn't give you an explanation because I don't know what's going on in my head, you know, at the time. Like I didn't know what was going on, right? I was completely lacking self-awareness. So a lot of people just thought I was like giving up, you know what I'm saying? But I was super smart. And it wasn't giving up. It was like I had so much stuff on my mind, and there was so much stuff going on that I was like feeling physically ill. And then I was playing soccer. I broke my hip, so I couldn't do that anymore. Obviously, I had stuff going on at home with people dying and whatever. And it was just like, it was so much. And then, yeah, I started to do YouTube a lot. as like a coping mechanism, and I was trick shotting and everything like that. And I remember I started posting YouTube videos, and people thought I was funny. It was a really cool feeling. Got into high school, I'm still doing videos, I'm still doing whatever. And I'm dating this girl, and like I'm just like making videos about stuff like as I'm going through it. I don't have like a father figure in my life to talk about anything. I don't feel comfortable talking to my mom about it, so I just talked about a bunch of stuff as like a 14, 15-year-old on YouTube, a lot of adult stuff, and people thought it was funny, and I was like getting attention for it, and I was like, haha, this is amazing. Like this is I'm finally like, people are listening to me, you know. And again, no self-awareness, so I'm posting like just probably stuff that I shouldn't post because it's embarrassing, and like people are laughing at it. And I'm like, haha, this is funny. This is great. You know, not in a bad way, it's funny, but like there's a positive response from the things I'm posting, the things I'm saying, just what I'm doing in general. And like my brain accepted that as like a good thing. I'm like, there are people experiencing positive emotions based off of what I'm saying, and I want to feel those positive emotions too, so I'm just going to keep doing this. And that wasn't great. I started getting made fun of at school. People thought I was doing like crazy stuff to my girlfriend because I honestly didn't have respect for her. I didn't really know like what respect was back then. Like I wasn't doing anything crazy, but I just wasn't responsive. I wasn't respectful. I was just kind of out of it all the time. And like I said, I had no guidance from a father figure. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, you can't blame that. You're just an idiot. True. But I think some sort of guidance from a male figure in my life also probably would have been very helpful during those times of learning how to be a decent man in society. So didn't have that. Did and said things I probably shouldn't have at that age. And it just kept going. Like I never checked myself. I thought everybody was against me. I couldn't see like what I was doing that was causing negative opinions. And like, of course, my close friends knew I'd been through shit, so they weren't like super critical of me. And I think that was something that actually kind of hindered any sort of growth I was going to experience, because then later in life it was kind of the same thing. Like I'm an adult going through issues or having issues with girls and family and death and just crazy stuff happening, and I have no idea how to handling stuff in the wrong ways. I'm not really doing drugs, but the way I'm talking, the way I'm perceiving things is just off, and it wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie, I really only started to change after I found out that my ex was pregnant. Like that really made me lock in, and I was like, I have to take like a hard look in the mirror, because she straight up told me, she's like, I don't think you'd be a good dad. And I was like, dang, like I agree with her. And then after that, I started being hypercritical. I didn't realize that certain things were wrong. I didn't realize that like I have to handle certain problems on my own, and I can't. They just complain to other people about everything. Like if I want to fix it, I have to do something about it myself. There was just so many things that I guess I didn't realize up until that point. And then when I finally realized everything, I became a completely different person. And I think that's a crazy thing to say, because I actually believe it. Like a lot of people say stuff, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do whatever, and they say it out loud because that's all they need. Like they just need to say it out loud, but they never actually do it. For me, like I actually did it. And I think that was like a crazy thing for my mom, maybe my exes, my friends, just everybody involved in my life that knew me to a certain degree. I think when they saw that I had finally recognized like the error of my ways, I feel like there was a different air surrounding me, and I think that definitely helped save a lot of friendships, save relationships. Like it was just a really, really cool thing. And I'm very grateful that I kind of, locked in a lot more than I was used to doing. And yeah, so self-awareness. It took me a while, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm probably autistic. Like I'm not normal. I know there's like this whole like, oh, I'm autistic, I'm neurodivergent. No, I literally like I did first kid to test in a gifted. I didn't have friends. I wore different clothes than everybody else, and I didn't care. Like I didn't recognize myself as being different, but people treated me differently. Like I just did. And like even to this day, like I walk on my tippy toes, bro. And if you make a weird sound, I'm making it back for the next 5 minutes. Like there's something wrong. But at the same time, like now that I know I'm different, I think I can accept that. Like I think I always complained that I was different, and I didn't have any sort of acceptance for it. And so I complained, and I forced myself to act like other people, and I tried to talk about other things that other people talked about, and it just led me down the wrong path. And I feel like when I finally started like owning up to who I was as a person, everything became so much easier. So yeah, if you're having those problems that I was just describing, you feel like you don't fit in or whatever, try to not compare yourself to people kind of realize like the good you're doing, potentially the bad you're doing. Why do people like you? Why do people dislike you? Like kind of just take all of these things into account, and I feel like you will genuinely start to feel so much better, because I know I did, and it really helped. You got to kind of take like a back seat view. You know, you're kind of spectating instead of being in the driver's seat and doing everything, you know? But yeah, anyways, that's self-awareness. Was I venting for half of this? Yeah, I definitely, you know, a lot of that stuff from when I was a kid definitely impacted me a lot. And I think getting older and realizing how hurt I was and how destructive other people were and how destructive I was to myself, like, it sucks. And it's nice to talk about it because, you know, I feel like I've actually moved forward with my life. And I think that's awesome. So yeah, let's take this trick shot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to my spiel, and yeah. Ooh. Dude, that was, hey, I've never hit the 1080 out of this window. That was crazy. Wait a second. Wait a minute, I'm actually reacting to a trick shot. No, that's clean. That's clean. Anyways. Yeah, I'm self-aware now. Okay, kind of. Not really. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.